fan. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First carry for Royce Freeman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Walk 54. Watch the curl. Topper. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
You better be afraid of me. You draw quarters. Say, kill.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
What you got?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
54. Come on. Check 3. Protein spill. 5.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, high 7. Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give, running right, Lindsay. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go. X3. 218, chopper.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Here we go, set, 30 base. 54. Time to go, night. Hey, Delta.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. They'll run here with Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and goal on the Seahawks 14-yard line.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Hey, orbit. Even. 4 down. Even. Snap.
On second down, here's Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's put him on the bus. Go.
Lock now on third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Finding, that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
50, Mike, 50. I got one.
Hey, Echo. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On the ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Big grip.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ready, break.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Snap.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here, being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now is Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage. And that is as a running back getting out of the backfield. If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Go now. 18 Gator. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Forced out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Wilson steps under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now Wilson dancing to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Watch QB drop.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
There goes a deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Tell me what you want, what you need.